In this video, we'll explore how to use HTML to create responsive images that adapt to different screen sizes and devices. We'll cover the source set and sizes attributes, ensuring optimal image delivery for every user. The challenge with responsive images is that fixed-size images don't adapt well to different screen sizes. High-resolution images consume excessive bandwidth on small devices, while low-resolution images appear pixelated on high DPI, that is, dots per inch displays. Moreover, the desired look and feel or art direction may need to change across different viewports. HTML5 offers solutions to these problems through responsive image features. We will learn about the source set attribute for resolution switching, the sizes attribute for layout-based selection, and the picture element for art direction. The source set attribute allows you to provide multiple image sources with different resolutions. This enables the browser to choose the most appropriate image based on the device's capabilities. Here's a basic source set implementation using with descriptors. Within the image tag, the source attribute specifies a default image. The source set attribute then lists different image files along with their widths, such as image 480w.jpg for 480 pixels, image 800w.jpg for 800 pixels, and image 1600w.jpg for 1600 pixels. The alt attribute provides alternative text for the image. Let's understand source set descriptors, starting with descriptors, denoted by W. Width descriptors indicate the intrinsic width of the image in pixels. For example, image 800w.jpg 800w tells the browser that the image is 800 pixels wide. The browser then selects the most appropriate image based on the viewport size and the device pixel ratio, making width descriptors ideal for images that scale with the page layout. Next, we have pixel density descriptors, denoted by X. These indicate the device pixel ratio that the image is intended for. For instance, imagelarge.jpg2x means the image is designed for devices with a pixel ratio of 2. The browser selects images based on the device's pixel density, which is best for fixed-size images that need to look sharp on high DPI displays. The sizes attribute informs the browser of the display size of the image at different viewport widths. This helps the browser select the right source from the source set. Here's how to use the sizes attribute effectively. In the example, the sizes attribute is set with media conditions. If the screen width is a maximum of 600 pixels, the image takes up 100% of the viewport width, represented as 100 VW. If the screen width is a maximum of 1200 pixels, the image occupies 50% of the viewport width, or 50 VW. For screens larger than 1200 pixels, the image takes up 33% of the viewport width, that is, 33 VW. Let's look at some practical examples using source set and sizes. First, consider a pixel density example where we use source set to serve higher resolution images to devices with higher pixel density displays, such as Retina displays. The browser automatically selects the appropriate image based on the device's pixel ratio. In a responsive layout example, we use width descriptors with the sizes attribute to adapt to different layout needs. On mobile devices, the image takes up the full width, which is 100 VW. On tablets, it occupies 80% of the viewport width. And on desktop computers, the image has a fixed width of 1000 pixels. The picture element provides greater control over art direction by allowing different images to be shown based on specific media conditions. The code shows how to use the picture element. The source tag with the media attribute specifies the conditions under which a particular image should be used. For example, if the screen width is a maximum of 600 pixels, portrait.jpg is used. If the screen width is a minimum of 601 pixels, landscape.jpg is used. The image tag provides a fallback image, fallback.jpg, if none of the source conditions are met. Art direction, Using the picture element allows completely different images to be used at different breakpoints, such as a cropped portrait version for mobile and a landscape version for desktop, unlike srcset, which only changes resolution. Here are some best practices for optimizing responsive images. For performance optimization, use modern image formats like WebP with fallbacks for better compression. Provide a good range of image sizes, typically 3 to 5 variants. Consider lazy loading with the loading equals lazy attribute, and use appropriate image dimensions for each breakpoint. For implementation tips, always include a fallback source attribute for older browsers. Use width descriptors for fluid layouts and density descriptors for fixed layouts. Combine srcset with sizes for optimal browser selection, and use the picture element when art direction is needed. Here's an example that combines all the techniques we've discussed, using the picture element with srcset, sizes, and multiple formats for optimal responsive delivery. The code begins with the picture tag. The first source tag specifies that for small screens, a WebP image format should be used with different resolutions for different pixel densities. The second source tag specifies that for larger screens, a WebP image format should be used with width descriptors and sizes. Finally, the image tag provides a fallback JPEG image for browsers that do not support WebP. The loading attribute is set to lazy, which defers the loading of the image until it is near the viewport, improving page load times. In summary, responsive images help deliver optimal images for different devices, improving performance and user experience. Key takeaways include using srcset and sizes to optimize image delivery based on viewport and device capabilities, using the picture element for art direction across different screen sizes and formats, and understanding the performance benefits of faster load times, reduced bandwidth consumption, and improved user experience. For further learning, explore the MDN web docs for a comprehensive guide to responsive images, use the responsive image linter to check your responsive image implementation, and consider using image content delivery networks, or CDNs, which automate responsive image delivery. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.